everyone, you're watching Yoga with Ellie Camille. I'm Ellie, and today I'm going to walk you through how to do downward facing dog. This is a very popular pose. You'll probably see it in almost every class you go to, and it's one of my favorites. So let me show you first, and then I'll break it down. So downward facing dog in Sanskrit is Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho means down, Mukha means face, and Svana means dog. So it does literally translate to downward facing dog. It stretches your calves, hamstrings, arms, glutes, and it also strengthens your arms, your core, and your glutes. It's a really good transition pose. So a lot of times yoga teachers will put it in between different poses to get from one pose to the next. Also a really great reset pose, kind of reset your body, maybe even rest. If you're just getting started, you might be thinking I'm crazy for saying that you can rest in this pose, but the more that you practice, the more you'll be able to find a little bit of rest in the pose. So to do this pose, you begin in tabletop position. You spread your fingertips wide and press evenly through all 5 fingers on each hand. Tuck your toes and then lift your knees and your hips up. Straighten your legs. Keep your feet about hip distance apart and keep your hands about shoulder distance apart. Press your heels towards the ground, but it's okay if they don't go all the way to the ground. Allow your biceps to frame your ears. Look towards your toes to let your neck soften. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Broaden out through your upper back. And draw a long line of energy out through your thighs. When you're ready, bring your knees down slowly and rest. So that was downward facing dog. Some different modifications you can do. You can keep your knees bent if you're having knee issues or your hamstrings are really tight. If you've got wrist issues, you can make fists for wrists and keep your wrists straight instead of bending them. And then bend your knees if you need to. And you can also bring your hands out a little bit wider if you're having some shoulder issues. You just want to make sure your shoulders aren't hunched. The feet, you do want to keep the feet about hip distance apart. You don't want them to be too close or too far apart. And you definitely want to keep, if you have your hands flat on the mat, your fingers spread out wide. That's going to even take some pressure out of your wrists. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Comment if you have some other poses that you want to see. And make sure you hit subscribe so that you can see all future how-to videos. Namaste.